You are watching Access LaPorte County, Channel 97. Coming up next is the September 18th, 2024 meeting of the Michigan City Parks and Recreation Board. You can find more information for this meeting by visiting www.accesslaportecounty.org.
Welcome to Michigan City Park Board meeting for Wednesday, September 18th. Would you please rise if you're able to? Take your hat and repeat the pledge. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Wow.
Would you call the roll, please?
Yes. Mr. Freeze.
Here.
Ms. Sperling.
Here.
Mr. Glidden.
Here.
Mr. Hoffman.
Present.
That's it.
What do we do about the minutes?
We're going to have those for the next.
Okay.
Yeah, the minutes be printed for next time, even though I think I just printed off the wrong minutes. These are the minutes for today, and we haven't had the meeting yet, so.
Way ahead of the game. We don't have the minutes to table them. We'll just cover them next week. Any project updates?
Go.
We do have table business. We have a second quarter report. So we need a motion to remove it from the table.
I move that we remove it from the table.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Motion carries.
Okay, after burning a lot of midnight oil, Shannon will have everything straightened out. To answer your questions, the question you had.
Well, I think
So, we tabled this last time because our golf rounds and carts were not proper in the report. So after looking into it and working with Golf Now, when our clerks bring up a pass holder, whether it's for a green fee or a cart, it randomly assigns it to a category. So none of the numbers are right now. So we're still working through that. There was an update to Golf Now this year, and there's just a lot of glitches we're finding in it. So I just put a note in there that we're still working on it. We'll have an update in the third quarter. But it's going to take a lot of work of exporting all the transactions, sorting those, and trying to figure out which ones should have been rounds, which ones should have been carts, and trying to separate that. And that's a big issue for us if the system cannot do this separately. So we're still working on it.
do you think the total revenue is correct or going to be correct?
The revenue is correct because that goes into our financial system. So that's what we actually receipt in daily.
So at least we have that figure.
But where did it come from?
I know, but we have a true revenue figure, right?
Yeah.
We have a
That's
true
good.
revenue figure. We just don't know what the makeup is between rounds and carts, which is important because
Yeah.
we use that to project.
And what about Golf Now? Are they of any help? The rep that came in here?
Well, it's been a lot of conference calls. To this point, no, they have not been helpful as far as break the data out for us. So I think internally we're going to have to try to figure it out.
Are they willing to offer help with that?
Yes, they have been.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they've definitely been jumping on the calls, a couple of different techs. Even our old rep, who is no longer our rep, stepped in to try to see if he could help us out. So yes, they're trying to help us out, but it's a system issue and it's got to be resolved because we need this data.
Is it still not resolved? Are the
It still is not resolved, so. Again, I think I have a way to export the data, but it's going to be like exporting every transaction for every member for every time they were at the golf course the entire year. That's thousands of transactions, and then trying to come up with a way to sort those out. break out the cards, break out the rounds.
Yeah.
So right now, that's all I can think of to actually get the data is go into the back end of that system, and it
And-
can export into Excel, but it'll be a lot of work.
Okay, and how do we pay them? How does Golf Now get paid on a regular basis? Do they get paid on a regular basis for this, or were they paid up front?
They get paid through the free rounds.
Through the rounds that are made online?
Yeah.
Is that it?
I believe so. Is that it, Melissa? It's just rounds only. We didn't pay like an upfront fee. And that covers our equipment, customer support, the software, the online, tea time reservations, and the point of sale.
I would think that it wouldn't be out of line to ask them for some sort of credit for this major hassle. And maybe even if you just roughly keep track of the time that you're spending fixing this.
Yeah, it's been
It's
many,
only
many
fair.
hours. Yeah, I agree.
It's only fair, yeah.
When you're saying, oh,
No, you're the IT guy. No, I'm done. Go ahead. You go.
yeah, no, my wheels are like turning like crazy. So when you're saying support, is that strictly for when the person is like getting their time, or does that also include an issue like this, and they can troubleshoot?
It does include that, yes.
It does include that, yeah. So
But
yeah,
they
I
have
would-
not been able to come up with a resolution for us yet. That's the
Okay.
problem.
Is it other golf courses too? Is it company wide with them, or is it just?
It has to do with, how the point of sale system handles golf passes. So yes, it is not just us. But there's other glitches we're finding in the system as well, looking into it, that need to be resolved. Or we need to review our contract.
Exactly.
Seriously review it for 2025, so we're working on that.
Is there like and I'm not trying to say we're moving to something like that at a time, but have we looked at an alternative program just in case this never gets resolved?
Yes.
Worst case?
So we did at the beginning of 2024, looked at alternatives before we went with Golf
Let's
Now.
go.
And Golf Now's been a longtime vendor of ours. So the problems occurred when they updated in 2024 to a newer platform, and that's when the issues started.
Right, but that's still their problem,
Correct.
Exactly.
no matter how long who's been with them. I mean, if
Absolutely.
anything, because we have been with them for a long time, they should be more. And Laura, from the attorney's point of view, as far as the contract we have with them, is there anything in there that there's always something in there that what we have to do as a customer, but is there anything as far as what the service they provide?
That's a whole lengthy conversation,
Okay.
and I've not seen the contract for many months, but certainly if it's a material breach, it's something that can be addressed.
Yeah,
Let's see how it unfolds. Oh, I was gonna forget to turn that on. Sorry, Calvin. Yeah, let's just see how it unfolds. But it sounds like they are trying to step up to remedy the problem. See.
I mean, I agree with you. They're stepping up to remedy the problem, but at the same time, this is a long delay,
Very
and
much so.
it's causing problems.
Agreed.
I mean, just think on an IT side, it's not just a beta test, but there's an alpha test you have to go through. That alpha test is the one that gets the majority of the problems resolved like this. And then you go into a beta test, and if there's still little issues, then you might go into multiple areas of test before you launch to a new platform. So to launch into a new platform and to have this kind of, it makes you wonder, is this Microsoft, or is it Golf Now? Because,
We've been doing a
it's
lot
a
of
little
wondering,
question.
believe me.
Yeah.
It's been extremely time consuming.
it's too bad. You
Because,
guys have enough to do.
So the other side of it is, why can't they just roll back? There's options sometimes to even roll back to the previous version.
Told us that was not an option. I'll bring it up again.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, I mean, initially that's
There
what we
has to
said.
be, yeah.
Why
I mean,
can't
I'm not talking about on our end, on their end. Because if we're looking for figures and there's stuff that we need and they have to provide, there has to be a way for them on the back end with their engineers to roll it back on their end, give us the figures we need while they're still
But the
working out
data
their
wasn't
mess.
put in, the input wasn't the same in 2024. So if you rolled it back to 2023,
No.
That data's gone. It's because it's not the
No,
same.
but you could roll back your version, but still have your data. Depending on how their system works, but a lot of times you can still roll back your information, but keep all your data active. So then it just goes to the previous. Depending on how they did configurations on the back end and when it
Right,
comes to
so I think the
programming.
problem is 2023, it was handling membership, greens fees, and cart packages separate. The input for this year, the system didn't separate them, so even if you roll back, it's not gonna know where to put it.
Yeah, to put it, yes.
What field is it gonna fall into? Because it got combined somehow, so, yeah, that was our initial ask to them, is just give us our old system back. So yeah, we'll continue to work on it and try to get something worked out, quickly.
And Laura, I'll just ask again, would it be worth starting to look at the contract now so that we have some firepower behind this, because this could drag on and on?
Yeah.
If Shannon needs my help, I'd be glad to do that.
Yeah, okay.
Right now, it sounds like she's more focused on getting it fixed. And then we can go back and figure out what it is we can do, but certainly.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, we've even talked about like just scrapping everything, if that's what we have to do to rebuild this for 2025 and make it work. But in the meantime, I don't want to skip a year's worth of data because, I mean, you know how we track everything.
Right.
Track our trends, and especially important on the golf course.
That's why we did it.
Marty, you can ballpark everything, can't you? Day by day.
Any other questions or comments? Can we accept this second quarter report, except from page 12 through
No, so all the figures in this
15?
recent report are correct. I just put in a paragraph that we're working on golf now, so the only thing missing out of the report is rounds and carts. All the other financial stuff is correct.
All the other financial stuff.
The
You
cart
just need-
packages, season pass sales, Golf Now reservations, outings, concession merchandise, financial report, that is all correct. I just removed the number of greens fees sold and the number of carts sold to pass holders only. So it's only pass holders that this glitch is affecting. Everything else
Oh,
is
okay.
okay.
So then we can accept the second quarter report? Thank you.
Yes, that's the recommendation.
Was the zoo able to provide the revenue?
Mhm. That should be in there as well.
Any other comments or questions about the second quarter report?
Oh, I don't see the.
If there's been comments from the public, but you haven't had a chance to look at it.
I said attendance.
Will this be online now, Shannon?
Yes.
We can go online to our page and take a look. Do we have a motion then to accept
Yes,
the
correct.
Park Department
Yeah,
2024 second quarter report?
I'll make a motion to accept the Park Department 2024 second quarter report.
Second.
all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Thank you, Shannon, for explanation.
You're welcome.
Next is the JB West contract golf course roof repairs. They should have received a copy of the agreement between the owner and the contractor. Okay.
I would just like to note, this contract is for roof repairs due to hail damage from a storm on May 7th. So citywide, our insurance company came in and assessed all of our buildings. So this is being paid for by insurance. So it's not coming out of our budget, important to note. But this is just our standard agreement.
So that figure of 133 is covered by the city.
By the city's insurance policy, correct. Yes.
Questions or comments? Comments from the public? Hearing none, we have a motion then, excuse me, to accept the agreement between the owner and contractors. Bernie?
I would move that we accept the JB West contract for golf course roof repairs.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
We have resolution number 1048, and I'll read them all, and the second one, that'll be the same. Whereas the Superintendent Department of Park and Recreation has reported that certain transfer of funds are necessary within the budget of the Michigan City Department of Park and Recreation because of unanticipated expenses from various accounts, which accounts do not have sufficient funds available for disbursement for said expenses. And whereas these are funds available for said purposes in various other accounts, which are not expected to be paid from said accounts during the remainder of the budget year. And whereas the Michigan City Park and Recreation Board has determined that said expenses to move the account out of the negative and for the future purchase this year is necessary, and that an account transfer should be made in order to meet the expenses. Now therefore be it resolved that the following transfer be made from the following named accounts to the following named accounts for the purpose stated therein. Decrease Fund 2204.504 Zoo Fund, Office Supplies, $1,000. Tires and Tubes, $300. Increase Fund 2204.504 Zoo Fund, Contractual, $1,300. Motion to accept this resolution.
I'll make a motion to accept resolution number 1048.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Resolution 1049, the first part is the same as 48. So we move to decrease Fund 2204.502 Admin Fund, Vacation Buyback, $7,000, Sick Day Buyback, $7,000. Increase Fund 2204.502 Admin Fund, Printing and Advertising, $1,069, Contractual, $5,931, charges and fees, $7,000. Motion to accept the resolution.
Should we ask a question? What are we moving
Oh,
money
yeah.
for?
Any questions? It's,
These are just all year on transfers to make our balances whole.
Nothing big specific, nothing big?
The biggest one on the admin for the charges and fees, those are bank fees related to our credit card fees. And we're under budgeted in every fund for credit card fees. So we increased it for 2025, but past several years, every year we have to transfer. That's a good thing. That means that we're like selling more. So parking revenue is definitely higher this year, but we have a 40% credit card users on our parking. So that went way up this year. So did our fees.
40% of the revenue is credit
For-
card, essentially.
For Washington Park, yes. Still only 40% credit card, 60% cash. I mean, we want it to be 80% or higher credit card. But for some reason, that single operation just has never flip-flopped.
Yeah.
Like the zoo and the golf, it's credit cards are a higher percentage than cash, but Washington Park's just different animal.
What do we pay, 3%?
It's based on the transaction, it's based on the card, so it is not a flat
So it's-
rate. Right.
Thank you.
any other questions or comments? Any comments from the public? Not, we have a motion to accept resolution number 1049.
I would move that we accept resolution number 1049.
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried.
Item D, the administrative assistant, 2.
Yeah, so as I reported at our last meeting, our admin assistant, Kayla resigned. Her last day was last Friday, the 13th. We will be posting for internal transfers for city employees beginning tomorrow. That's 7 days that would stay open, and then it goes out to the public. The only change to this job description is the title. The previous title was admin assistant 2/rec coordinator. That was added by the previous superintendent. It does not reflect what this job does at all. So that is the only change. Again, all of our admin staff assists with rec coordination, but it looked more like it was a recreation position, and it's not. So it's just removing rec coordinator from the title.
Any other comments? Any comments from the public? Shannon, how long is it for in-house application
It'll be 1 week
from?
that city
today?
employees can apply to transfer into our department,
Thank you.
and then it opens to the public after that.
Questions? Do we have a motion to accept the position description for administrative assistant 2?
Make a motion that we accept the position description for the administrative assistant 2.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
We have item F, zoo special purchase request for perimeter fence repairs.
Skip D.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, because it's out of order in that packet. We have 2024 Washington Park Beach Annual Management Report. Questions or comments on the
Can you do
management?
that PowerPoint?
I can't-
Not even do it.
We'll save it till next time.
Shannon, another good job on this.
Yeah, sorry. This is our annual report required by IDEM. Each year, we're awarded a grant to do water quality testing on a daily basis at 3 locations, Washington Park, Stop 2 and Stop 7. And then we post notification signs at the beach, letting beachgoers know if the water quality is good, under advisory, or closed for the day. So this is just an annual report we turn into them, so I would hope that you would approve it.
Questions?
Am I reading it right? We were closed 2 days for water quality.
In Washington Park, yes. So each location has a different notification. So it could be closed in Washington Park and open at Stop 2 and Stop 7 on the same day. Just depends on which site, how it tests. That's how we post.
Just, I'm sorry.
Well, it just seems to be a lot fewer than it was in the past, a lot fewer days. Any main reason why it's fewer? I mean, it's a great thing.
Well, in Washington Park, last year we were closed 0 days. This year
But I
we're
mean, the
2.
2020, you were closed 7 days.
Oh, correct. Yeah, it's a good thing that we want to have as few advisories and closures as possible.
And that going at that 26,000, does that cover all of the cost?
It
to do
does.
this? Yeah. Wasn't it more in the past? Was it in the 30s or something?
It has been, but IDEM gets their funding through EPA, and every year it's a different amount. So in the years that they have additional money, we do additional testing.
Oh.
So we will do things like turbidity, pH balance through the sanitary district. This year we didn't have enough to do that, so we just did the E. coli testing.
Yeah.
But yes, we never pay for any of this.
Is that the same reason also for the lower amount of samples compared to
The lower amount of samples this year were due to dangerous conditions on the lake, either high waves, storms, lightning. So there were a lot of high wave days. And the techs, it's just too dangerous for them to go out to collect the samples, so they skipped those days.
Any comments from the public? A motion to accept the 2024 Washington Park Annual Management Report.
I would move that we accept the 2024 Washington Park Beach Management Annual Survey.
I'll second it.
All in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries.
Item F. Now, zoo special purchase request. I don't
This-
have
this-
any information on that.
It's not a fence, it's a roof, right?
The zoo special request is for roof and. No, yours is roof and fencing. We have so much storm
I
damage
think this,
going
I
on.
think I wrote fence, but it's just roof.
It says perimeter fence.
It says perimeter fence.
Fence repairs.
Zoo?
Yeah.
Okay, okay, perimeter fence. Then what?
So I don't have,
None of us have it.
No.
Jamie's request.
Mm-hmm.
Get it. It's on the scan drive.
JB West, no, that's golf course.
No, it's just-
Oh, yeah.
Just read them out.
Oh, you want me to print it or just read it?
Just read it. So this is under our special purchase policy. So during the accreditation inspection last week, a very large tree had fallen on one of our fences. That is a danger to the animals as well as humans. I'm assuming it's probably from the same storm that Pat's dealing with at Gardena right now. But to pass accreditation, we have to get this fixed immediately. So Pat's crew went out, helped the zoo clear a lot of brush out the perimeter fence line so you can actually see what's falling on it. So we're good moving forward as long as we're aggressively cleaning all this brush up so we can see if something damages that perimeter fence, because it's got to be intact with clearance to pass that inspection.
And the quote for the project was $7,464.
This is an emergency special purchase.
Correct.
Thank you for the process, and that's questions.
My usual question, insurance? Yeah.
What was the question?
Complete cost for materials and installation, I'm sorry, $7,564. So it's an extra 100.
Yeah, I can check.
And
We have a $5,000 deductible.
So that 7,500, that, what is that for? To,
That's complete cost for materials and installation
to
For the
fix
fence?
for the fence.
okay, and
Yes.
what about because a normal business probably wouldn't have a crew like that to fix up the trees, so that, I don't know if that would be included in there too, as far as
Yes, it's,
removal of the tree, even though you guys already did it, because you had to do it. You know, it's like
You
you would
didn't
have
remove
had,
the tree, did you? Oh, you did get it down? Okay.
You took.
So
it
no,
out,
this
is
would
it
not include
removed?
that.
right,
Or is it
so,
still?
It's
that
just,
too,
just the fence damage.
yeah, the cost of that too.
Limbs on the fence.
Okay.
But are you saying will our insurance pay his cost of removal?
No,
Right.
we're talking about this.
Well, that both, 'cause I'm saying like if we were, if it wasn't a business that had a maintenance crew, a company would have had to come out and do it, and insurance would have paid for that. So
I don't think, I can ask them, but I don't think, because that's our own internal in-house labor, I can run it by them.
I mean, just the fact that it had to be done right away, we couldn't wait for a tree service to come out. I would think, because otherwise they would have had to pay for that too,
Yeah.
you know?
I'll ask our agent
Okay.
and see.
Yeah.
It's always worth asking.
Yes.
So right now, the cost is 7,554,
7,564.
7,564.
Yeah.
Any other questions or comments?
That, is there anything you need to add to this? We have a motion then to accept this new special purchase request for fence repair.
I'll make a motion then to accept this new special purchase request perimeter fence repairs.
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
A report of officers, superintendent's report.
Thank you. I did have a slideshow for you tonight because we keep getting switched back and forth. We don't have the technology for it. First of all, the skate park murals are being painted right now on the ramps at Pullman. They look amazing. When you go down 12, they catch your eye, so it's a great gateway art project for the city. Again, I'd like to thank the mayor. She paid for this project with ARPA beautification funds, so it didn't come out of the park budget nor the public art committee's budget. Last Friday the 13th, we held a neighborhood tailgate party on the corner of Ann and Ohio Streets to celebrate our neighborhood art goals. There's a large cube sculpture on the corner. It's very colorful, very eye-catching. So thanks to Phil and Roscoe, they both came out. We had free hot dogs and snacks. Thanks to Rose Tejeda from Joyride. She showed up with another driver and gave complimentary rides around the north end. So it was a nice night. We had about 20 people in attendance. This week we are hosting Trail Creek Week at Hanson Park. Melissa, myself, and Will have all worked a day as site coordinators at the event. So it's a great event. It's geared towards fourth graders. However, this year we're dedicating Thursday to 7th and 8th grade environmental students at Barker. So they will have a little bit different of a program geared more towards their age group. They'll be participating in Hoosier River Watch, which will teach them how to test the waters and how to know if the waters of Trail Creek are cleaned. So that's pretty cool. The best part, I think, for the kids is they get to paddle in the 24-foot Voyager canoes that are brought here by Wilderness Inquiry. The event, Trail Creek Week, ends this Friday, and then on Saturday we'll be holding our Creekness Stakes canoe race. That is our major fundraiser to fund Trail Creek Week. This is our 12th year, and we have never had to charge the schools or students to attend this event. So I encourage everyone to come out Saturday. Hanson Park at 9 a.m. is registration. The first race will start about 10 o'clock. The Parks Department has a boat, so come cheer us on. Pretty sure we're going to win the Team Spirit Award again. We pretty much win every year. Oh, I should also mention we run about 600 to 900 kids through Trail Creek Week every year, so it's a big program. And I'd like to report that Eagle Scout Roberto Smirtelny chose us as a beneficiary for his project this year. So he raised money for materials and then got a team together to construct 5 wheelchair accessible picnic tables that he's donating to Washington Park. These are kind of cool. We've had a few in the past that were wheelchair accessible on one side, but these are on both. That's going to be a great addition when we get our new all-inclusive park in Fetters Alley. So thank you, Roberto. We are very pleased to be the beneficiary. Last Thursday, Horizon Bank provided us with 10 volunteers for Horizon Cares Day, and Melissa and I assisted them with completely tearing everything out of all the garages in Washington Park, pulling everything out, cleaning, organizing, throwing out junk, putting it all back in. So that was a fun day. It was very hot and dirty, but the garages look great. We have a lot more room, and we know what we have now. So that was a good thing. Tomorrow night there will be a budget workshop at 5 p.m. in the council chambers, hosted by the mayor for the council finance committee. The mayor and the controller made quite a few cuts to the budget already, so I don't think there's going to be a lot of questions or conversation this year with the council because there's not a lot more to cut. So if you'd like to attend that, please do, tomorrow at 5. We're also trying to schedule a joint workshop with the mayor, the city council, and the park board to discuss the future of Millennium Plaza. We've recently received the assessment report from Housing Associates. That report can be found online on our website if anyone wants to see the current conditions of the fountain. From our side, the money we put in for repairs, the annual cost to operate, and then the assessment report, which includes 2 options: either rebuild the fountain and get it back into a working condition, or demolish the fountain, and the estimated costs associated with both options. So I think it's important to be very transparent with the public, to give them an opportunity to come out and express their opinions one way or the other. We've already gotten opinions. People are calling us, and on both sides. You know, a lot of them are like, we can't spend that much money and then continue to operate it. Others that, you know, they have a lot of memories with the fountain, so it's kind of nostalgic. So that's going to be a hard decision for the city to make, but we're hoping to have a decision made in October so we can move forward with either option. And you've heard a lot about all of the hail damage going on, so I'm hoping at your next meeting you'll also have the quotes for the zoo roofs. That's a complicated project. I want to say there's 30 different exhibits that had damage to them. A couple of them caused interior damage from leaking. Another storm hit, was it August 26th? Right around there. Heavy damage at Gardena Park from that, and also at Greenwood Cemetery. So Pat had a lot of very, very old large trees that fell on the brand new fence at the horseshoe pits, and also damaged the roof to the restroom. So those contracts should be with you at the next meeting as well. If we could get rid of all this storm damage, we would have time to do our regular jobs. And that is the end of my report.
Other than the storm damage and vandalism,
No.
the skate parks, I went by there this evening, as a matter of fact, and it really, we had a great skate park, and with the painting that the gentleman did, it's amazing. If you get a chance, go out there. It really adds a lot to the skate park.
I'll email the slideshow to you guys tomorrow for these
It's
events.
just an amazing job. And, it's worth the trip out there.
Thank you for saying Gardena too.
Yeah, he did.
Yes.
Yeah, Gart, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, so last week on Thursday and Friday, I was out at Red Mill County Park attending the Laporte, or Leadership Laporte. I started my orientation for Leadership Laporte. Good 2 days. I'm excited for that opportunity. And then last Saturday on the 14th, we had the City Summer Comedy Jam at Sunset Grill, and I would say it was a big success. Everybody had a pretty good time. We had 174 people in attendance.
Wow.
Yeah,
Oh, that's
so,
awesome.
and we'll have a complete breakdown of that at the next meeting, so you can see numbers. The next Bike to City, the next and last scheduled Bike to City is tomorrow, Thursday. We're meeting at Krieger Middle School and leaving at 5:30 p.m. Again, looking into October, we're looking to start trail hikes instead of doing the bike rides. So look for that. And right now, a lot of my time has been spent on working on the 2025 schedule, programming and events. Just really, we did a lot of testing this year in the rec realm of things, and ready to hit the ground running in 2025. Yep. That's it.
I was in attendance Saturday. I tell you, I appreciate all the hard work you put into getting this show. I know it wasn't easy. Good coordination and good success.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I've already said it to Will, but man, it was such a fun night. It was great. The headliner was fantastic. The MC, the host was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. beautiful night.
Yeah, the weather made it perfect.
Oh my God, everything. It's great people.
Right.
Just,
Yeah.
it's
Right.
excellent.
The night was vibes,
Yeah.
all vibes.
Looking forward to your next adventure.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna take you on one too. We're gonna do something new.
It's midget wrestling, right?
Midget wrestling. I'm working on it.
I put in my request.
Don't stop me, Laura.
Planning Commission report.
Midget wrestling. Midget.
Sorry, sir. So the planning commission will be meeting this coming Tuesday. Sorry, I had it right here. This coming Tuesday on the 24th. We're hoping there are 4 petitions we have on the agenda, and hopefully we'll actually have, yeah. So, excited. No weird.
Thank you. Port Authority, there was a meeting last Monday, however, there wasn't anything that was pertinent to us. Mr. Glenn,
The Zoological Society did not meet this month, so I have nothing to report.
attorney's report.
Nothing to report, thank you.
Are there any director's reports?
We have to make Laura say something.
No, there are not.
Mr. Glenn, Department of Finance.
I have the claims docket for September 18th, 2024, municipal, $46,338.23. Golf petty cash, $4,754.55. Total claims, $51,092.78. I move that we accept this claims docket for September 18th.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
I have the payroll for number 18, payroll number 18, 2024, 8/18/24, 8/31/24, pay date 9/6/24. Total payroll $101,995.53. And I would move that we accept this payroll.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
I
Opposed? Motion carries.
have gifts and donations. Unknown zoo donation miscellaneous $33.80. Hogue, I might be mispronouncing that. Apologize. Zoo donation $50. Anonymous donation Old Bandstand $5. St. Andrews Products donation youth baseball $350. I would move that we accept these gifts and donations.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Hi.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Minor transfers from the 2204.504 Zoo Fund. Decrease account vacation buyback, $11,000. Increase account overtime, $11,000. Decrease account postage, $95. Decrease account communication travels, $570. Decrease account advertising and printing, $95. Decrease account rental, $142. Increase account contractual, $902. And I also have minor transfers, decrease for the administration fund, decrease account COVID supplies, $2,300. Decrease account pesticides, $1. Decrease account office supplies, $307. Decrease account other supplies, $1,994. I would move that we accept these minor transfers.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
I
Opposed? Motion carries.
have the zoo endowment invoices totaling $755.91 were paid to Lowe's for zoo Red Barn fence repairs. That's $755.91. I would move that we accept these invoices.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
Credit card charges totaling $29.70 were paid to corporate payment systems for the following: Oklahoma Tollway, Zoo toll fees for the deer pickup. We picked up a deer. $29.70. I would move that we accept these credit card charges.
Second.
All in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carried.
That's it.
Thank you. Are there any public comments at this time? Comments from the board. Brian, do you have a comment?
Well, just to kind of back up what Shannon was saying regarding budget, it's budget time, and she mentioned the workshop that's going on tomorrow night. Is it at 5 o'clock, Shannon?
Yes.
So there's going to be some interesting things happening here in the city. And as she said, the mayor has done some really big cuts to the budget, and needed some things that were needed to be done. So it'll be interesting to see what happens in the budget hearings tomorrow night. And also, I wanted to point out, Shannon, you said that what was the award that you guys win every year for the Spirit Award? You're not supposed to say it out loud.
Man, we win.
What, that we're gonna win the Spirit Award?
Yeah.
This is like when the guy comes to the free throw line and the announcer goes, he's made 94 straight free throws, the next one's a clank.
No, it's a challenge to the other teams.
I'm not
Bring it on.
Or in football, we
may not be.
this guy's made 38 straight field goals, then he kicks one through the roof. And
We got spirit. Yes, we do.
Well,
I enjoy the confidence. I like it.
we're gonna expect something, and if we don't get it,
Right.
Oh, you're gonna get it.
Do you see this shirt? Do you see the color of this shirt right now, man? This is spirit. This is spirit color.
everybody knows where to go.
black.
I know. I wore the shirt for Kayla. Kayla Shablowski. This is the only reason I wore orange and black today. Burn this shirt.
Everybody emptying out their grievances.
What time is this spirit competition at exactly?
So we usually do registration between 8:30 and 9:30. Then we do a safety talk with all the paddlers and wilderness inquiry. The first race usually kicks off around 10. It just depends on how many boats we have, if we have to split into 2 races. Anywhere between 12:30, actually, if we only do 1 race, we'll wrap up around 11:30 with awards. And if we do 2 races, maybe an hour later. It's just hard to tell.
Yeah.
Depending on the boats. But come out early. We have food that's donated by the Steelheaders. They always cook hot dogs for us. Entertainment by our senior center directors band on the rocks.
Yeah, it's fun.
So they're always good.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's a good day. And the weather's supposed to be perfect. So.
It's next Saturday, right? A week from Saturday.
Oh, this Saturday.
It's this Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, if you're not paddling, come out and cheer us on.
Anybody on the board want to paddle?
I'm actually
Said
gonna
this
be out of town.
Saturday?
I was thinking it was next Saturday.
Okay.
Shoot, I would.
They said, "Oh man, they ain't got nothing to do. They don't just."
Dabney, get in the boat. Get in
Please
the
call
boat.
us why you're frustrated.
It's all good.
You have,
I'm good, thanks.
No, I'm good, thank you.
No paddle.
thank you all for coming out, and
Your kids and grab one of them.
motion for adjournment.
So moved, Mr. President.